Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn to make a pledge. This pledge will be to be the father that Kelly needs. Meanwhile, Liam reacts to learning he has an inoperable brain excrescence. Steffy to be distraught. Steffy just learned that her son's father is dying from an inoperable brain excrescence. In addition to that, Steffy decided to be the one to break the news to Liam. Steffy just wouldn't be distraught for herself or indeed Liam but for the son they partake, Kelly. Finn left to give Steffy and Liam some sequestration to talk. When Finn comes back, he might find Liam gone formerly. Finn does make a pledge, which is presumably to Steffy. The good croaker will assure Steffy that he'll be the father that Kelly needs. Of course, that might come off a bit asleep. Still, that's what the sanctioned spoilers state, so that must be what he says. Liam will fight. One would anticipate Liam to be determined to find a treatment or cure. Still, Liam actually fights the prognostic. Just like Steffy, Liam is in complete unbelief about the brain excrescence. Is it possible that this could be a misdiagnosis? Perhaps his reviews got mixed up with someone differently. Another possibility is that there was a shadow on the checkup, and there's no factual mass there. Wouldn't they've noticed this during the exigency brain surgery? Liam gets the news. Right now, Liam is in shock and we know he goes into denial. Still, does he go back to the sanitarium? Or could he end up going nearly differently? After news like this, I'm not sure if I would go back to the sanitarium. I would worry about no way getting out of there. Liam might also decide he needs to negotiate certain effects before he can die. Now, how is Steffy going to explain what's wrong to others? Steffy will try to cover but she might not be successful. Still, Taylor, Eric, Ifridge. Liam demanding to face his own mortality, but can he? Steffy is still in a state of shock over the news that Liam has an inoperable brain excrescence. She knew he wasn't doing well when she saw him nearly pass out while trying to dance with Kelly, but she couldn't imagine that he was dying. As Finn tries to explain it all to her, Steffy knows that she has to explain it to Liam herself. She can't allow medical professionals to break the news. That would make way too important sense and follow normal protocol. No, it has to be Steffy. She's the only person who Liam needs to hear this from, according to Steffy. Finn has to agree because if he doesn't, he wouldn't hear the end of it from his woman. When Steffy sits Liam down to tell him that he's dying, she breaks it to him gently but Liam has anything but a gentle response. He refuses to face the verity because he has so important life left to live. He has two beautiful daughters who need him and he can't bear the idea of them growing up without a father. Maybe Liam will now suppose of that other son and want to spend the time he has left with Beth Spencer and her mama, or at least some of it. Hope is upset sick about Liam knowing she hasn't heard from him in days. Will she swallow her pride and have to communicate Steffy to see what's going on? Will Steffy indeed suppose of Liam's other ex-wife and child? What about his father and sisters? Liam might not want to let them know the verity, but Steffy formerly knows what it was like to be kept in the dark when Eric was dying. Would she want to do the same to someone differently? Lee realizes that Finn is being drawn near to his son Luna. Finn was cheated out of his son throughout her whole nonage. Lee will content her son to stay down from his son. Lee knows that Steffy will no way allow Finn to be around Luna. Luna has formerly been doomed to captivity for murder. Unfortunately, Bill secured her release. Lee knows just how dangerous Luna is and wants to cover her family. Lee also doesn't want Steffy to leave Finn again. Finn loves the children he has. Still, Finn feels shamefaced for not being there for Luna, indeed though it was through no fault of his own. Finn asked Poppy several times if the baby belonged to him and he was told no. He knows that Poppy prevaricated. Finn cannot change the way Luna turned out, but can he stay down? Luna has always wanted to be with her father. Luna no way knew the identity of her father until Finn told her. At the time, Finn sounded to want to be there for Luna. Finn also realized that his plan wouldn't work because Steffy would no way allow him to be around her. Steffy doesn't believe that Luna could change. Luna has tried to move Finn and his family that she's a different person now. Still, no bone buys that. Luna continues to try to manipulate people into doing effects for her. Luna has indeed tried this between Finn and Steffy. Still, Luna nearly killed Steffy Forrester formerly. Steffy refuses to give her another chance. Lee will make it plain to Finn that he cannot give up on his marriage for Luna. Finn knows Steffy will no way accept Luna as her stepdaughter after she tried to murder her. Luna was going to leave Steffy to die in the abandoned structure if Finn hadn't set up her. Luna was the bone. Who left her there? Steffy is just as she is hysterical of Luna as she's Sheila. Sheila shot both Steffy and Finn times agone. And they managed to survive. Still, that doesn't mean that they would survive another attack. Will Finn be pulled toward Luna as Steffy and Liam continue to bond? Steffy sticking close to Liam's side, Finn in a fear, and Cleric attacking Carter. Ridge was at the office touting Zend and Daphne Rose's great work. Zend brought up Hope as the only one to be penalized. It all came down to responsibility, reminded Ridge and Daphne Rose. Carter and Brooke admitted their faults. Hope was still ranting against it and acting like the victim rather of the villain. However, also effects may have worked out in her favor, if only she had taken responsibility. But, for now, what's done and done? Hope is no longer welcome in the structure, and her line is on the shelf. Across the hall, effects got tense between Deacon and Carter. Cleric slung cuts and allegations as Carter tried to defend himself. The longer they talked, the angrier Cleric got. It wasn't long before effects went way too far, and tempers ran red hot. So much so that Deacon began to rage out and throw hands. All it took was Carter pointing out that Deacon was the first man in Hope's life to fail her. And Deacon began remonstrating and punching. It was a royal rumble right there in the design room as both men went on the attack. Thankfully, they were intruded by Daphne before too important blood was drawn. Back at the Logan estate, Brooke was home moping about Hope right before she walked through the door and started giving her the cold shoulder. Brooke managed to get Hope to open up about her passions towards Carter and the treason. She allowed. They were happy. She allowed. Carter was her perfect match. But, his choosing the Forresters over her showed her all she demanded to know. Brooke not so gently refocused out that Hope was awaiting Carter to give up his whole life for her and how that wasn't fair. Over at the sanitarium, Steffy was still by Liam's beside, holding effects down alone. Grace took Liam through a series of questions to get a sense of his internal status. He knew how he was but not where he was or how he got there. Steffy patiently explained to him that he'd a head injury and effects were serious. Of course, Liam had questions, substantially why Steffy was there. Grace explained that it was Steffy who set up him and that it was a good thing she did because else, Liam wouldn't be then right now. Finn was at the sanitarium. Lee came by and Finn bothered to her that Liam and Steffy were radio silent. Where are they? It wasn't like them to go quiet and it especially wasn't like them to not show up for Kelly. He was starting to worry Commodity was veritably wrong. Obviously, he was veritably right about that.